Hi everyone. So we see where Vybz Kartel's daughter Adiana and her mother is visiting him here in Florida. Of course, they're staying at the house where Sidem is. Of course, there's a guest room. I'm sure there's several rooms there. As you can see, she's wearing her pajamas. And most women put this around their head to go to bed to protect their hair. Uh, so looking at her, you definitely see that she's there, and she has a cushion in her lap. So if Vybz Kartel was even to lay back in her lap, he's not laying on her private parts, if you know what I'm saying. She is covered over with a cushion. While looking at that, we went over to TikTok and we see where Shorty, of course, the photograph that she took with Vybz Kartel at Sumfest, she blew it up, and it's on the wall. It's a big picture, framed and everything, and she has it over her head, her bed head, on the wall. It's on the wall somewhere in the house. Sorry, and she was on TikTok, and of course her fans were asking her all sorts of questions, but she's basically letting them know, based on what this is my understanding of what she was saying, is that it's her, and it's always going to be her. And she said to the people, remember, good now, please remember who I am and who he is. Remember who we are together. So well, call me, be nosy or whatever, but I am kind of like wondering, at Sumfest, of course, she stayed in the hotel with Vybz Kartel there. I'm kind of wondering what kind of promises he made her. Are they really making a fool out of Sidem? Did he promise that he's going to do everything in his powers to upset Sidem so she can leave and go back to London? Is that really what is happening here? It makes you wonder what is really taking place. Now, with all you see here in the background, this is all acting. There is no sound. I did it purposely. Yeah. But it was just to show him and his baby's mother. Like I said, this is Sharika, Adiana's mother, and they're visiting here in Florida, and it's obvious that she's staying with them. I don't know if Sidem is the one making the video, or maybe even Adiana could be the one videoing the whole thing. But we haven't seen Sidem for a little while, and we really don't know what's going on. I'm hoping that she's fine. When things are not going her way, I believe she just stay off of social media, and she probably tell him, look, keep your camera off me, please. I don't want to get involved. I'm just wondering if he's really making a fool out of her. Not with this baby's mother. I think this is all innocent. They're just playing around, Kartel, how he is. But the one in Jamaica, she's basically is letting the people know to remember who she is and how she fits in his life. By blowing up that picture, people, of course, had questions. People telling her, go get your man, go get your man. And basically saying, one Tanisha, and is you him want, him no want the other one. And of course, they're the one telling her, cheering her on. And well, maybe that's the case. Maybe he doesn't want Sidem. And whatever promise he made this one, because he's sending money home. You know what? If my man is a multimillionaire, I don't want him transferring money to me every week or every month. Give me a couple of millions, let me put it in the bank myself. Let me take care of my own bank account. Okay? Sidem shouldn't have to be the one sit there stressing herself out who gets what and, when and all that sort of thing. It's not fair to Sidem. She's not his secretary or his accountant. Just the way these women, how they feel about Sidem, she shouldn't be doing anything for them. Nothing. Let Vybz Kartel find someone else to transfer all these monies. But like I said, if I was in Shorty's shoes, instead of bragging and bragging, he send me money every month. No. he should give you enough money to put in an account where he doesn't have to send you anything. Okay, because you got your money. Well, guys, just my little piece on what I see happening here. Again, that is Adiana's mother. Bear that in mind, okay? Subscribers, I thank you for subscribing. And if you're new here, please subscribe, like, and if you like my content, you can share it. I thank you in advance. Goodbye.